So let's talk hair color because most want hair color and don't understand the level of responsibility it requires and think they can or will still acquire length retention with no setbacks. So let me introduce myself. The stylist in there you see showing you the color right there. Yeah, that's me. My name is Jim. I'm a natural hair care specialist based here out of Atlanta, Georgia. And what I do is teach and inspire curly girls how to grow and maintain healthy natural hair in between salon visits. And you are now watching me in the salon doing my beautiful client, Jill. We're going to do a double process. And basically, I'm going to lighten her roots. And I'm going to tone the whole thing, and you're going to watch me also style her hair in her our version of a wash and go. Okay, so while I'm letting you watch this video, I'm gonna talk to you about the two things that I just opening statements, and we will get to some healthier alternatives in color, products and habits you need to have a positive color experience. So, like I said before, I am Jim. This is my client Jill, and for her, she gets, like I said before, a double process color. And what is her expectations? Her expectations is she wants her hair to still be healthy. She comes every single week. She wants her hair to last in that week, and she wants to keep her hair in this short hairstyle that you're going to see at the end of the video. And my expectations to fulfill her expectations is she has to come weekly and she has to get the service I tell her that she needs. So from there, we have a partnership, and I'm able to keep Jill's platinum hair on her head without breakage. And so I can fulfill her need, and she comes and she does what I tell her to do. So it just works. It just works. So let's talk. Let's talk. So first, let's talk about. I got this written down here. Most want color and don't know the level of responsibility it requires. Okay, so I'm going to say this first. Don't color your hair yourself at home because box color is horrible. It's horrible on the hair. And when you mess it up at home, because you will, stylists hate to correct box color hair because it's so damaged. Okay, most stylists don't even like to go behind other stylists, let alone you doing your box color. Okay. Also, I want to say also, don't get color if you don't care for your hair. So what I mean, you're in braids and protective styling. You don't care for it on the weekly basis. You don't understand your hair behaviors to use the correct category products to remedy your hair behaviors. If you're experiencing breakage right now before you're wanting color, or if you got color before and it broke off. Now, it could be that it broke off before because maybe the person who put the color in really just did not consider your hair already being in a bad state and couldn't handle it. But personally, it don't take me too many times to do the same thing over and over again for me to decide, hey, I need to make a change. Some people's hair cannot handle color well. And I know mine is one of them. I can't handle color. My hair does not like any chemical. She's just very sensitive in that way. So for me, I know that I can't get color. So if you know for a fact that your hair can't handle color, do not get color. If you don't take care of your hair, do not get color. Okay? So let's talk about the responsibilities of color. So when you get color, you really should be on a regiment that your stylist and you have talked about. What do I mean? You're getting the products, buying the products at home so you can take care of your hair. You have the tools at home, whether if that is blow dryers or hood dryers or steamers, whether if that is leave-in conditioners, certain shampoos, especially sulfate-free shampoos, has to be very gentle on the hair. Different conditioners, proteins, bondings, moisturizing. You got to have a caveat of hair products that your stylist and you have talked about, so she knows what you're using at home, because otherwise the products you pick up may not be compatible to really care for the hair the way that it needs. So you should be on a regimen at home for the time that you're not in the salon, that you're using the correct products on your hair. Okay. When you have color, you should be in a salon every 2 weeks. And the weeks that you're off, you should be under your stylist hair care regimen. You know, you should be trims like every 2 months. No braids, no wigs, no sleeping on your hair. You know, I notice a lot of people, they think that they have the leisure to just do nothing to their hair and think that it should be healthy. And even when it could be little things that make a difference in your hair health. And I remember when I talked to one of my ladies, and she was saying that she couldn't understand why her hair wasn't lasting and why her hair was still like dry or breaking off. And I said, we talked about a lot of things, and then she said to me, yeah, because I just don't like, she said something about her hair sweating in the cotton. And I said, so are you sleeping on a cotton pillowcase? She said, yeah. I said, either put a satin bonnet on or get a satin pillowcase, either one. I said, but you maybe like a satin bonnet a little better, because the satin pillowcase may be hot too, because satin pillowcases are not breathable like that. So I remember she came back and she said to me, she said, Jen, I promise you that made such a big difference. Look at my hair. And she said that she really was able to keep her hair better, and her hair was really softer, and she definitely seen a difference in her hair just from that. So just little tweaks can make a big difference. Another thing I'm going to say is no switching in and out of colors. Don't go from, hey, I want to be red, to I want to be blue, to I want to be platinum, then I want to be dark blonde, then I want to be copper. It's just too much stress on the hair. You have to stick to a look. Stick to a color, stick to a style, and you will do well. So number 2 I want to talk about is think you will acquire length retention with no setbacks. Most people with healthy longer hair don't have like blondes and reds and coppers. Now there is some few and far in between, but most just do not, because the hair can't stand it. Usually they're dark brown, black, or they have a rinse or semi-permanent. So rinses, like they coat the hair and it doesn't damage the hair. Semi-permanents, they last like from every 6 to 8 weeks. It goes into the cuticle and it lasts longer than a rinse. It's healthier. It's a healthier option than permanent color. Okay. These colors usually are like still dark, but you'll see the tint of the color when you go into the light. So like that's your burgundies or your blues or your coppers or your browns. And if you have gray, like anything that is less than 50% gray, you will see more of that color. And it'll look like almost like you got highlights. But remember, it doesn't last long because they're rinses and they're semi-permanents. And with each shampoo, it is going to be washing right down the drain. So do know that, but they are definitely healthier color options. They're low risk, okay? So those are your low risk hair colors. Now, let's talk about medium risk. That would be your permanent colors. So these open up the hair cuticle and you can see the color. It's not dark. You actually see the color. It doesn't rinse out, but it can fade, but it doesn't rinse out. But this can damage your hair. You will notice that your hair can become drier. You will need more bonding treatments to help balance out your moisture levels. And you will probably notice that you need more trims. Okay, so permanents can be you can get black permanents, you can get red permanents, you can get orange permanents, you can get all different colors. Like I had copper permanent color in my hair and it was beautiful. Matter of fact, in this video, here you go. You can see my copper in this picture, in this video. Do I got copper in this video? Let me see. I think this is my copper. Yeah. And my hair did well until it didn't. I went away on a vacation and it dried my hair out. So yeah, it's medium risk, but there's still risk that is there. My hair was so much more drier, so much more drier. So high lift color, this is what you see me doing on Jill's hair. Okay, I have put a pre-lightener in her hair, and we're doing a double process because now I am putting in, because you can see her roots are done. So now we're putting a toner on her hair, and this is going to take the yellow out so her hair will look more on the white side. Okay, so this is very high risk. It's bright. This is where you get to see bright blondes, bright caramel blondes, bright reds, bright blues, bright oranges. This is your vibrant colors. Okay, this definitely takes out the color of your hair and it shows you the underlying pigment. So our hair has many stages of colors, guys. So the darker you are, the more color your hair has. Do you know in your dark hair color you have red, you have orange, you have red, orange, and you have blondes, right? So when the pre-lightener takes the color out, that's where you see the underlining pigment that you see the hair goes through, the reds, the blondes, and all that different type of stuff. So that shows us as stylists what level you are on, so then we know how to color the hair as far as what color we're going to put on top, all that different kind of stuff. But we ain't doing no class. I'm just telling you how it goes. So right now, as you can see, her hair's not even yellow no more. It looks white, right? But this right here, this is so high risk. It can be very damaging. Your hair can fall out. You will need way more protein treatments. Jill, I give her an amino acid treatment when I do her pre-lightening. Now I do. Back then I didn't, but now I do. Trims every 4 weeks. Absolutely. No protective styling. You definitely need a shampoo and deep condition weekly. No pulling on the hair. You get a look. Like Jill has a look. You'll see at the end. This is her look. She doesn't change it. She stays the same. Get your look. Get your color if your hair can stand it. And stay consistent in that. Don't be doing too many switching ups, okay? And if you can't come every week, your salon visits should be at least twice a month, okay? Twice a month. So, like when you come to the salon, those 2 times a month, one time, let's say if it's throughout the week, let's say throughout the month, the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week, right? That first week you're at the salon. You would be getting a protein treatment. Then when you're home, you would be doing moisture. Then that second week when you come to the salon, which will be the third week, the stylist would put bonding and moisture. And then when you're home, you would do moisture. So at home, you would be doing your moisture, and at the salon, she would be treating your hair so it doesn't break. Okay? So, and she's going to be balancing out your hair, because balancing out your hair is going to be between the protein and the bond. It's going to help with balancing out your hair. So the moisture will always take in the hair. And when you have hair that is highly colored like this, you need protein. You need bonding. Protein, what's the difference between protein and bonding? Protein is a fortifier for the outer layer of the hair strand. Bonding is for the inner lining of the hair strand. So with this formula, you'll get both, okay? And always after protein, you're always going to do moisture. Then you would do moisture at home on that second week. Then when you come to the salon, the stylist would do bonding, then moisture. Then when you're home, you would do moisture. If this sounds like a lot, child, you don't need color. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody, okay? And if you want to have a good idea of what products to use and how to use them because you are experiencing dryness or just want a small, a professional hair care regimen, go to my videos and watch the video for solutions to stop consistent dryness on your natural hair at home video. This right here would be a great start because I tell you products to use, how to use them, how to identify products, with how to understand your hair behaviors and how to use the products to remedy them. Okay, so yeah, that right there would be very, very helpful. So what are some habits when it comes to your hair when you are having color? I'm going to say permanent color or high lift color, double process. Be gentle with your hair when you're at home. Be very gentle with your hair. Do not pull and tug at your hair. Be very, very gentle. I also suggest that when you have color, I learned the hard way, our hair is climate sensitive. So I always looked at it as like the wintertime could be harsh on your hair, but the summertime can be too. So cover your head. Protect your hair from the cold. Protect your hair from, in the summertime, from the direct sunlight. You know, wear your cute sun hats and different things like that in the summertime. Use products that have SPF in it to protect your hair from the sun. There's many different products that has that. And I'll make a video about that as well and point out some products that are good for your hair when you go on vacation. I'll make a hair vacation video for you guys. But definitely, yeah. And when it comes to getting into pools with chlorine, I don't suggest it. I don't. But if you do, then you have to use a shampoo that's going to get out the chlorine and stuff. So that's like a detox shampoo or a hard water shampoo that gets out chlorine and different things like that. Okay. So in the wintertime, cover your hair when it's cold outside. When it's cold, cover your hair and do not wear wool. Ladies, that wool will pull your hair out. You will be snatched down to the skin. Do you hear me? Playing around with some wool. Don't wear no wool scarves or no wool hats, okay? Please don't. But when you're in a house, you should have a humidifier going, okay? Good old humidifier that is going to put moisture in the air and it's going to help protect your hair, because when you're outside and it's brutally cold and then you come inside with the dry heat, your hair is not getting any moisture, no breaks at all, at all, at all. At least in the summertime, like when you're out, you're in the sun, right? But when you come, you could be in the shade and your hair can get a break, or you can be in a house in the AC and your hair get a break. But in the wintertime, your hair gets no breaks, okay? No breaks at all. So yeah, wintertime you should be having a nice humidifier so it can put some moisture in the air, so your home can definitely have some moisture going on. I also suggest no direct heat with flat irons. Listen, ladies, don't be frying your hair. Your hair is already, when your hair is colored, it's already like fried. I'm telling you. Leave the flat ironing to the stylist so that she can use the correct protectants on the hair and really be able to look at your hair to tell if your hair can take it. And if you're natural, this I only suggest, for real, like if you're going to be getting color like this, especially like what I'm doing with Jill, you should be natural. Like the hair cannot take a relaxer in this high lift color. Like it's just no way. Just can't. It's just bad. Okay. Like I've seen people's hair come out in the salon because people's hair can't take it. I'm just telling you, like, just know Jim warned you, okay? Because the hair can't take it. The hair be fragile. It really, really do. It can't take it. So, yeah, no flat irons on already fragile, chemically challenged hair, okay? Once your hair is colored, it's considered to be more so high porosity. And it's really hard to get the moisture to stay in the hair, but you can keep the hair on the head with the regimen that I spoke of earlier, with going in and out between protein and moisture, then the next week all moisture, then the next week bonding and moisture, and then the last week of the month moisture by itself. Like you have to keep that hair balanced and structurally on point at all times, because the minute that that hair is unbalanced is the minute it's going to be falling on your shirt, in the sink, in the shower, on your hands, on your coat, on your nose, on your face, in the comb, on the brush, and not on your head. Soon as it gets unbalanced. So yeah, protein and bonding is definitely a need for double processed hair. Okay? It's no two ways about it. Okay? And then if you throw heat on it over top of it, man, it's not a good thing. You'll definitely lose your curls. You got to be okay with losing your curls. Some will, some won't, but I like to tell people that it's a possibility, and it's a great possibility, and it really depends on the person's head. But yeah, we don't flat iron Jill's hair. Most of my ladies who have color in their hair, they are natural. Most of my ladies who have color in their hair, this light, they also very much so wear their own natural curl pattern. So as you can see, I didn't lift her hair, I didn't tone her hair, I didn't condition her hair, and this is her version, our version of a wash and go. She does not like it elongated. She likes it just as it is. And I am your girl Jim, and I hope this video had helped you in some type of way to really rethink about if you're going to get color in your hair or not, and to understand that your hair already has to be healthy before getting color and also during. So that's the end of this video, and you have a great day. Bye bye.